how to draw network, how to draw network for application for application of PERT and CPM. PERT and CPM. PERT means project evaluation and review technique, critical path method for efficient project management. Project management. Okay, so today I am going to discuss how to draw network for application of PERT and CPM for efficient project management. First of all, any project breaks into all required activities after completion of which the project will be finished. Say this is an activity. So this is an activity, say A, and this is called nodes. This is called activity A. In this way, all activities are presented. It is better to understand a small problem and then slowly we'll discuss how to draw the complicated networks. Okay. Now, so the problem is activity for a project, the activity, and these are the predecessor relationship. Predecessor relationship. That means this activity can only be started after completing the predecessor activities or predecessor relationship. Say we are taking here for easy understanding 5 activities: A, B, C, D, and E. What are the previous activities? These has no previous activities. For B activity also no previous activity. That means at the beginning you can start the activity A and B. But before starting C, you must have to complete the activity A. This is the condition. This is predecessor relationship. Previous activity. Only after completion of activity A, you can start C. To start D, you must have to complete the activity C. And to start activity E, you must have to complete the activities B and C. This is a small problem. You have to draw the network. How you draw it? I suggest you try to draw by pencil first in a rough way, and after completing the rough sketch, in the second stage you draw the final. It will be better because in between you may have to change. If required something, you may also have to change. So I am going to start. First I am doing the rough sketch, this right side. These are the activities which you can start at the beginning. No predecessor activity available. So this is the starting activity. This is starting activity A, and this is the activity B. No predecessor activity is required to complete to start this. These are the starting activities. Now, A can only start after completion of C. Sorry, C can start after completion of A. That means after completion of A, you may start the activity C. So this is C activity. D can start after completion of C. That means D activity, this is D activity, can be started after completion of C. D, E can start only after completion of B and D. B and D. Sorry, B and C. B and C. E can start after completion of B and C. That means by B and C, after completing B and C, you can start E. That means it looks like that the network will be like this. You complete the activity B and then you can start this is B and C, the previous activities, then you can start the activity E. This is all about the drawing of this network. But this is incorrect. This is not correct. Why not correct? Because you see, D can only be started after completion of C. Okay. But if you join this here, then it looks for the starting of D, you must have to complete B also. But the logic is not like that. The logic is E can start only after completion of B and C, but B is not required to complete to start D. That's why this is not correct. For which, what you have to do? You have to draw in a separate way. This is B. This is B. You draw in this way, and you have to connect these. This is called dummy activity. This is called dummy activity. What is dummy activity? That I will discuss elaborately. Okay. So this is A and this is B. This is dummy activity. Now there is no issues. Dummy activity is the activity which only used to show the predecessor relationship. So dummy you should attach here, but E is to be completed after B. That means B and C, you have to start E. So this is E, that means the arrow will be in this direction. The arrow will be in this direction. That means D, C and B, C this activity and B activity have to be completed to start E. But D activity is being started here only after completion of C. This is the correct logical relationship. But you should not keep open the final activities. That's why what you will do, these free activities you will connect. This is the terminal activities, you can say. This is the terminal activities. Now I am doing the final network. That's why I just suggest you to draw the rough network first. See, then what will be the final network? A and B. A and B. This is the A activity and this is B activity. And after completion of A, you can start C. This is C activity. After C, you can start D. This is D. But you can start after completion of B and C. This is B and C. That's why one dummy is required to be attached here. This is called dummy, which I have shown here. Dummy. And from here you can start the activity E. As the final activity should not keep it open, that's why I am connecting this here. This is 1, so this is 2, this is 3 and 4 and 5. Or you can write this is 3 and 4 and 5. In this way you can draw the network. Now you can check A and B, there is no predecessor or previous activities required to complete. That's equal. These are the beginning, and after completion of A you can start C. After completion you can start C, and D can start, D can start after completion of C, D can start after completion of C, and E can start B and C, previous B and C. This is the dummy activities. B and C, you can start E, and these are the open and final activities or terminal activities, and these two activities are to be attached. So this is the concept of drawing network. Now I am coming to the concept of dummy activity. What is dummy activity? Say this is an activity A, this is an activity A, these are nodes, this is a tail node, this is a head node, and this is another activity B. Now if the condition is C will be completed after A and B, say A and B must be completed to start C. Then how will do it? You have to draw it in this way. Say A and B, and then you can draw C. This is A activity, this is B activity, this is C, but it is not allowed. For each activities, both the head and tail nodes must be different. For two activities A and B, the same activities A and B, the head node and tail node must be different. That's why what you have to do, In this case, A, this is A, and this is B. This is head and tail, this is B, and this is to be attached by dummy. This is called dummy, and then you draw C. In this way, with the help of dummy, you can draw this simultaneous starting activities, because two activities cannot have same head and tail nodes. In this case, you can see this is different. B for B, this is the head node and this is the tail node, or this is the head node and this is the tail node. And the dummy is required to show the correct relationship. Dummy is nothing that activity which is used to show appropriate or accurate relationship only. It has no time or resources. It does not consume any resource or time. Okay, so this is the basic starting concept how to draw the network and the use of dummy. Thank you.